Clark Kellogg and Allie LaForce. Taking a look at some numbers here for Julius Randle.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randle at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Shannon in at the shooting guard position. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then there's George. Then there's Edwards. And it's Sensabaugh in a 2-guard. And this summer, the NBA owners approving the $1.5 billion sale of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Shams.
How about that? An absolute steal. We're never going to see a team sold for $1.5 billion again, BA. And when you see a team selling like that, it means more investments are coming. The Wolves play in the second oldest arena in the NBA, so I'm told getting a new one built over the next decade is the next order of business for the Timberwolves.
Feels like the right time for an up-and-coming team. They were almost there last season. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Kessler. Reed defending. And here's MP from outside. Minnesota with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Now the Timberwolves with it. 4-point game. Here's Shannon. Up again. Randle outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk reward that you play with as a general manager.
Here's Edwards. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Pass to Shannon. Now Reed, covered by MP. For 3, DiVincenzo. They get it back. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Edwards for 3, nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Randle deciding where to go with it. From downtown, the Timberwolves again can't hit.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Here's MP. Pass to Sensabaugh. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys?
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And now let's see the most efficient scoring teams around the league this season. The fourth spot held by the Jazz.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, BA, I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
BA, I'm just trying to be like you, man.
They grab their own miss. Back to MP. This one for three. Reed with the rebound.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Minnesota again missing.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
MP inside, working on McDaniels. Oh, another miss by MP.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Here's Randall, played it in with a nice touch off the window. Randall's got 6 points.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Left side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
Here's Randall. MP with the block. And he lobs it up. And Markkanen with the stuff.
The big man from Finland, Lowry, getting up.
And Minnesota with possession here. They trail by 7. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Pass to George. DiVincenzo against Edwards. Now Markkanen. Here's the three. The offensive rebound. George finds Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. He shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Utah scoring again. And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz out in front, up by 9. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Joe Ingles is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Bones Highland. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward, picked by Gobert. Here's Highland over to the wing. Fires the 3. And Conley is good for 3. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
Bailey, the pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Oh, from deep. The shot no good. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Shams, the Jazz, adding some real scoring punch in the draft.
BA, there was a lot of drama around the Utah Jazz in the NBA draft, but listen, they held firm. They took Ace Bailey. He has a great opportunity on the wing. I'm told the Jazz are really excited. They feel like he's a perfect addition to really restart their retooling process. And Walter Clayton Jr. as well, the Jazz picked in the first round. He's shown that he can deliver under the pressure in college. Their offense is potentially primed for a lot of growth and progress this year.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Ingles. Shannon comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And with two of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals. Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Edwards for three. And again, it's Utah with a three.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. DiVincenzo can't hit. Jazz leading by 9. Oh, it's stolen. DiVincenzo on the wing. No good with the triple.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Pass to Collier. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Hey, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
always ready.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A different look here for Utah. Kessler comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's George in for Collier. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And McDaniels is subbed in for Mike Conley. Pass to Shannon. McDaniels against MP. Reid can't hit.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Edwards, a pass to Markkanen. Down low, Markkanen.
I just love the ball movement.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. To the paint, to win the run, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you, Brian.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
McDaniels. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line here. Hold on, BA. I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA. He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Here's MP. MP hammers it down.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Now DiVincenzo. A 17-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Randall can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Timberwolves trail by 15. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. 20 seconds left in the second. From deep, MP. Minnesota with a rebound.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Reid for 3. No good that time. And so that brings the first half to a close. Utah ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Utah Jazz.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end, when you can turn misses into makes, that's found money.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
You look at the Jazz, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then there's George, then there's Edwards, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Shannon, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's MP. The rebound by Shannon.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
And he makes it. McDaniels got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Randall can't hit. Utah leading by 16. Edwards, the pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Edwards against McDaniels. Fades. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McDaniels. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. McDaniels got 4 points now in the quarter.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Markkanen from long range. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here you have the best teams when it comes to three-point shooting this season. The 4th spot held by Utah.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Outside McDaniels. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to Reed. From the right block. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Markkanen. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
And it's McDaniels off the drive.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Edwards gets the bucket.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Jump shot is good that time. McDaniels got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Filipowski, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Gobert's checked in. Here's George, and he has been an absolute maestro for them.
The next assist will be his 10th. This is why guys love to play alongside him.
Filipowski, the pass to MP. The fader. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert with it. No points so far. Here's Shannon. Oh, Kessler with the block. MP inside. McDaniels covering. Edwards, no good. Timberwolves trail by 20. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
Up top, Edwards. Pass to Sensabaugh. From 18 feet away. Tries again.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
And a new group getting ready for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Markkanen comes in for MP. Bailey's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Collier in for George. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Highland, he's checked in for Shannon. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Here's Collier. Markkanen outside. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Highland. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Clark, the pass to Randle. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Randle's got 8.
Well, they had a rough stretch shooting in the first half. I mean, they've seemingly made the changes they've needed to make to improve that shooting percentage.
Markkanen outside. Over Clark. Utah with another miss. And so it's the Utah Jazz going into the break up 12. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More 2K action in just a moment. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. A 12-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. On the court for Minnesota. Randle and Gobert are in the middle. Mike Conley out there with Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. Markkanen outside. Takes the 3. Randle pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Highland. Outside Conley. Kicks it out to Clark. Shoots over Filipowski. Clark, no good.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Now here's Markkanen. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
The lead now in single digits.
They've come into the second half with a renewed focus at the offensive end, putting a lot of work and effort into it. Let's see if they can sustain it.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Utah making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Collier. It's Markkanen on the wing. 4 on the clock. Oh, he tries a 3. Collier, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Left side, Highland. Pass to Conley. And here's Randall. There's the 3. Rebounded by Bailey. Here's Collier. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Markkanen from long range. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Conley. Good.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Filipowski, the pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Conley. Now Markkanen. Here's Bailey. The 3 is off. Conley looking for an opening. McDaniels outside. Randall. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A different look for Utah. MP's checked in for Filipowski. Sensabaugh comes in for Bailey. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Shannon comes in for Highland. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Conley. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Randall with the drive. Here's Reid. Oh, unanswered slam.
You can see why they turned to Reid in that moment. He is a heater.
Jazz leading by 4. George peels it out a bit. Now Edwards. Fires the 3. Oh, he cannot hit. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Sensabaugh. McDaniels covering. Markkanen outside. Randall with a steal. They push it up 4 on 3. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Markkanen.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
He gets it to go.
Coming through in the clutch. MP with the big-time basket.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now Randall. From 15 feet away. Rebounded by Markkanen.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. dribble inside. Markkanen's there. Rebounded by Markkanen. On offense, here's Utah. 22 is their biggest lead. Yes, sir! That one's good!
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And the three misses. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And let's check in with Jennifer Quintana.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, the star tonight who broke the 30-point mark in the win. How did you balance knowing when to get your teammates going versus when it's time to look for your own shot?
It's not rocket science, JQ. If the ball goes in, you keep shooting. If it doesn't, you stop shooting.
Simple as that?
Yeah, simple as that.
Okay, MP, keep it simple.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Over to you, BA.